What up? What up? Can you hear me?
Yes. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
What's
Can y'all hear
up?
us? Whoo, y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Can y'all hear me?
Am I looking right on my camera, y'all?
Turn back on the camera. Yes, you look fine, Mimi.
Yeah, you look good.
Okay.
Okay, we got everybody in the house already. Hey, Meezy. Meezy said, hey. Miss Brady Life said, hey, host, sisters in chat. Make sure you hit the like on your way in. Yes, y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like. I'm about to move this little banner real quick because it's
I
coming
don't know what's
up.
going on with my laptop.
Your laptop's not connecting?
No, it's just not working at all.
Okay, let's see who else is in here. We have India. India said, hey, sisters in chat. CC Monet said, hey. Hey, Courtney. Hey, AK. And hey, Letitia. Happy Sunday, y'all. It's been a crazy, for me, a crazy day and a crazy week. I don't know about y'all, but it's been crazy. So I guess we can just go around. India said, Mimi, your hair is cute. Hey, Brina. Hey,
Thank
Stella.
you, boo.
Turn back on your camera.
I'm about to
Y'all, look at my
Just
my
ghetto.
at-home Band-Aid.
Oh, what is that around your finger?
Our
That's
daddy's
what happens
trick.
when your kids use all the Band-Aids.
Yeah, used all the Band-Aids, so this is what I had to work with. Some paper towels and some tape.
It looked dingy.
It looked dingy. Well, thanks, Leslie. Thank you so much.
So that's how you really feel.
Does my stuff look dingy?
So you need to take your lock off, your rotate lock, and then turn your turn your phone sideways, and then it will fill out the screen.
Okay, let me see.
But anyway, y'all, just really quick, we're just going to tell a brief synopsis of our week while we still wait for people to come in. So I'll get started. My week has been very trying. I haven't even been able to upload any videos this week. School is kicking my butt, and I'm just trying to stay focused. So if I'm not uploading, nothing's wrong. I'm just trying to focus on school. Okay. So that's it. And then another update, because Brittany just came in. You guys, I have been victimized on YouTube. Someone made a whole parody about me. I have contacted my lawyer in regards to this video and let them know that I do not appreciate this and that I am being victimized. So if you guys see a video that says Audrey be like, please know that I'm working to get that removed off YouTube expeditiously, okay?
Okay, TL.
I'm just playing. Brittany said, we in this thing. Hey, Mimi.
Hi, boo.
Yes, Miss Birdie Life, what you cooking? She said she in the kitchen whipping, but she listening. What are you cooking?
Hey, whip it.
Yes,
whip
what you
it.
cooking?
Okay, so Mimi, go ahead and tell the people about your week.
Well, it was my best friend's birthday, so we had a girls' day. We did waxing and we did massages, and she had a little hotel party. It was my first wax, y'all. When I tell you, it was an experience. I'm gonna just leave it at that. It was an experience, but I will go again.
Ooh,
I
I ain't gonna go
personally,
with you.
I love waxes. I think that they're amazing. They do what they need to do. Now, this
Right.
may just be a little invasive, but did you get a landing strip or did you get everything removed?
Girl, everything's
The
gone. And it was just
Brazilian,
like,
it's called
but
the
the
Brazilian.
whole thing is just invasive. Like I said, she didn't even talk me through it. She just was like, lay down on the table and just got right to
I
it. I'm
gotta
like,
do the
whoa,
landing
hold
strip.
up.
I cannot be
How you gonna
bared.
ask me my
I'm a
name?
naturalist. I
I
don't.
would have did the land strip. We know, wild hair. Just the whole thing was just invasive. But the body massage was amazing. The whole day I had an amazing weekend. I ain't gonna lie.
That is really good. Hey,
That's good.
Davelli. Brittany says you got the baby bird.
I know, never again. Because I need a little hair. You know, when you
You
grown,
need
you
the
need a
yeah, you
little
need the
hair.
landing
Yeah,
strip. It's way more
yeah,
sexy.
yeah. Or just a little
Okay,
patch or
so
something.
Leslie, tell about your day. You gonna have to go into the light because you look really dark. It looks really Halloweenish.
Oh wow. It's giving
It's giving creepy.
1970s.
Precisely.
Okay, okay.
For sure.
This is ghetto. Excuse me, you guys. My week was very eventful. I had my first pop-up shop for my vintage clothing, Twisted Vintage, and it was great. I learned a lot. But any vintage lovers out there that's tuning in, check out my Instagram, Twisted Vintage. So
Yes, y'all. We tried to vlog, but
yeah,
that's a story for another
Did
day
you laugh because you
because
see my face?
it
yes,
was it was a lot. Hold on. Oh, thank you.
let's just say that we got there before Leslie. So we didn't
Yeah.
have much to
Okay. So
vlog.
it was my first time. It was like a little rookie move. So I know what to do and what not to do. We was
Right.
late to our own pop up, but you know what? After we was late, everything turned out good, and we just got open
Hmm.
more up to more
Yeah, and you just have to
business
keep doing it.
adventures.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so Normally, tell about your week before we get started.
It was good, everybody. Pretty uneventful. Just the same routine per usual. So nothing eventful like my sisters, but it was a good week.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's
that's
really good.
good.
So now that we got okay, y'all. Let me just say this: I got my smoke detector batteries changed because
No,
people was in our
I don't think it
comments.
It's
is. I think
Mimi's
it's
ass.
yours. No, it's
It's
not.
Mimi's ass.
I think it's
No.
yours, Leslie, because low key I didn't hear until you got on there. But
Yeah.
I got my smoke detectors changed because people was trying to pop off in the comments one time. They was like, instead of worrying about that, you need to be worrying about your smoke detectors. And I was like, you are absolutely right. You are right. So in order for me to be in people's business, I had to change my batteries in my smoke detectors.
No,
And
they
so I
need
did just
to
that.
mind their
I
Right.
business.
I did just that. So that's not me. I don't know whose baby bird that is, but it ain't me. But
That's
anyway,
I'm a
one more
listener.
thing before we get into today's topic. Starting next week, once a month, we will have what we will call the People's Choice, where we are going to have four topics, or maybe 3 to 4 topics, that I will post on my community tab. And we will let you guys decide what that week's topic for the Sisters episode will be. There will be also like another like free for all where you can write a comment. So if more people like that and a lot of people like your comment, then we will go with that. But that will happen once a month going forward starting next week. So next Friday or Saturday, look forward to our community tab where we are going to be giving you guys topics and letting you guys choose who or what we talk about. Okay. And it'll be called People's Choice. So just wanted to get that out there. We are really excited. Normally came up with the idea because, like we said, we was getting a lot of submissions about topics, but we still had our own topics that we wanted to get out the way. So Nordy was like, why don't we just let them choose? And I was like, that's a good idea. It's a good idea. So, hey, everyone coming in. Yes, y'all, I'm not playing. They really told me that I need to get out people's business if I didn't change my smoke detector battery. So, I'm granted access. Granted
Yeah.
access. Anyway, today's topic, y'all, is a very serious topic. Hopefully, y'all was in Brittany Blabber's live right before my live. It's so funny because we are all on the same wave. I say this all the time. We, blacky, black people, when we peep something, we all peep it. So it is getting crazy out here, y'all. It's been crazy, but
I'm
I
just
feel
off the
like,
camera tonight, y'all. Sorry.
okay, Mimi says she's just out of
Yeah,
it.
I'm just off because this ain't working. I'm gonna get my
I'm
stuff
weak.
together.
But anyway, it's getting crazy out here. I don't know about y'all, but every time I get on the shade room or I'm watching something, I'm hearing about these men attacking women and children and all this stuff. And I'm like,
Hmm.
we need to talk about this. Like, what are we going to do to protect ourselves? Do you guys already have precautions in place? Are you guys someone that is, like starting to peep what's going on? It's like, I need help. I need to figure out what to do. And that's really why we wanted to come on here and talk to y'all, because we need to know, as a collective, as a sisterhood, we don't want nothing to happen to y'all, and we don't want nothing to happen to us, especially, if we have our little babies with y'all. So starting thing or kicking things off, what today's topic is going to be about is what we do to protect ourselves. And that is not just in the case of an emergency, as far as somebody trying to run up in your spot. But the second portion of today's
Okay.
live will also be about, what are you doing to protect yourself when it comes to sexual relations? Because that is another thing that is really wiping us clean. A lot of people out here are getting burned. A lot of people are getting, you only get one body, period. So
That's
what are
true.
you doing to protect yourself and your body? I don't know if y'all seen, but some girl on TikTok was exposing Soldier Boy for refusing to get an STD test. And I'm like, why would you
Mm.
refuse to get an STD test? So
That
just
make you want to raise an eyebrow, huh?
it makes you want
Yeah.
to raise both eyebrows. So we'll be talking
Hmm.
about that in a little bit. But starting off, y'all, for me, yes, Shanita said it. License, carry to conceal, pow pow.
Hmm.
Yes.
I'm
How to
100%.
avoid the clap.
Exactly, pow pow. I'm 100%. Now, I would not say that I'm 100% positive on how to, aim and get that out the, get someone, take someone out. So, because of everything that's going on, hubby, take me back, please. I need to learn, because if anything happens, I need to do a clear shot. One shot, take them out. I don't even want to deal with it. But then on top of that, I am also keeping my location settings on at all times, and I do make sure that I keep either my husband or my sisters up to date on where I'm at all times. So, hey, I'm about to go to the grocery store. Hey, I just left such and such house. Hey, I'm on my way. So then they can know, if anything is going on. But I'm
In the
also
words
aware of
of
my
Scarlett,
surroundings.
what she say? I can shoot straight if I ain't got to shoot far. So just keep
True,
your
that too.
pistol. You know what I
True.
mean?
Hmm.
Shit, if you right in front of me, you know what I mean? I ain't got to do all of that.
Exactly, y'all. Normally just signed up to
Okay.
join her location permanently with me just now off this live, because we was really talking about it earlier this week. And I'm like, y'all, there was a story where a man he faked like a flower delivery guy, went into this woman's house and everything, because he claimed that the flowers were so heavy and he wanted to put them on the counter. And he tried to take advantage of her. The girl had to like
Wow.
fight him off and run out the back door of her own home.
Yeah, it's
So that's just,
scary.
to show y'all what is really going on. People are getting snatched left to right, and it
Mhm.
is really, really scary. Where we live, we are like at the top of the chart for sex trafficking. I don't know if where
Hmm.
you guys live, but in our state is one of the highest states for that. And you would think, because we live in the middle of the map, that it wouldn't be that way, but it
Yep. The
is.
way our airlines and the highways is set up, because I was on the news about the human trafficking and stuff. So
Mhm.
a couple of years ago. So
Yeah,
it's
so Leslie, you
serious.
can go ahead and talk about, if you want to, you can talk about that, but also you can talk about what you're doing to protect yourself.
So what I do, I have ordered some stuff off Amazon. I haven't gotten it yet, but me and my friends, we usually carry like the cat claws, just like some little stuff. And we literally almost had to use it on a guy because we were at Loose Park and we was just walking. Two men came up to us as if we was just pieces of meat and was like, "I want that one."
Mm.
Y'all heard them say that?
Yes, they're like, we're walking and think of like just two people just say you're at like in school and somebody's taunting you. They're literally taunting us. They're like, we like get back. And then my friend, she put out her little cat stuff. She was like, if you don't get the F back, like da 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 da. And they was like, oh, okay. Like, you really thought we was going to give you any type of play of how you're speaking to us, acting like it's giving very predator vibes. And
Yes.
then with me modeling, um, I've been modeling. How long have I been modeling for? Like 5, 6 years. We come across people that present jobs, and I can tell they're scams if it sounds too good. The money, um, like they're messing up and they're spelling an email and text and stuff. It's just a scam. And so I put into the we have a little model beware community on Facebook, and we just tell our experiences, or we'll put posts like watch out for this photographer or these guys and this and that. And so I had reached Fox 4 and I told them my story because I feel like I was getting, scammed and set up for um, I guess like human trafficking. And they had me on the news. Look, I could send y'all a link, like, cause I can still look it up. But yeah, it's serious. Like
What were the
how
signs that
far
made you
somebody
think
will
sex
go,
trafficking, Leslie?
huh?
What was the signs that made you think of sex trafficking like it was a setup?
Because the pay that they was talking about, they really couldn't tell me what I was. They really wasn't descriptive as far as like telling me what the job was, and they said the pay was like 2,600 and this and that. They didn't ask if I had a modeling agency. They just flat out told me like we want you to model for us, and then they misspelled the words, and then I don't know. It was like some. I think the person was like a foreigner, but I don't want to put that on them. But yeah, it was dangerous. It was really
Yeah.
really creepy because that wasn't my first time getting hit up like that on social media. And these young girls that's like trying to be a model and stuff, I feel so bad for them because they will do anything to chase their dreams. So I just wanted to go on TV and tell them like, hey, like watch out for this. Like you can still do what you want to do. You just gotta be safe
Be
because
safe. Yeah.
people will take advantage of you.
That's true.
Yeah. Very
And that
true.
was smart
Hmm.
that you knew, because I mean, people get scam emails all the time, but I wouldn't have thought to look at the spelling, especially like I'm not in the modeling industry, so of course I wouldn't be like, oh, I want to be a model. But if I was an aspiring model, I would, be trying to take any chance I got, like a lot of.
Hmm. Thanks to Tyra Show. I don't know if y'all watched the Tyra Show back in the day, but look, I learned a lot from that woman.
Shelly Love said
But I also learned a lot from y'all, my sisters
it's
too. So.
instincts and intuitions that I look for. Very true. I agree. You
Hmm.
have to pay attention out here. Safety has to be practiced, in my opinion, every day. You know what I mean? So in my world, that is something that I do every day. When I get into my car, the first thing I do before I even go outside my house, I'm looking around. I'm being aware of my surroundings. I think so many people get caught up into the cell phones or just moving fast that they just forget to pay attention to what's around them. When I get into my car, the first thing I do is lock my doors. I don't wait until the automatic lock. I don't. I lock them immediately. I also keep um, weapons of some sort in my car. I was taught that at a young age when I started driving. You know what I mean? Keeping some type of weapon in your car, whether that be a bat, mace, whatever it may be, keep something in your car. Always check, like I said, your surroundings. Being at home, I keep a weapon in each part of my house. So that means there's a weapon in my son's room. There's a weapon in my room. There's a weapon in my bathroom. There's a weapon in every part of my house because I just don't know what will happen. So I feel like if you corner me in my son's room, I'm gonna have something to get your ass in there as well. You corner me in my room, I'm gonna get you in there. Bathroom, kitchen, I don't give a fuck. There's a
Mm-hmm.
weapon in every part of my house. You know what I mean? Keep you a gun, keep you some knives. Like I said, just be aware of your surroundings. That's something that you have to be practicing every day. That's not something that I feel like you let up on. You can't get comfortable and just being, oh, it won't happen to me, or oh, no, honey, you never know who it can happen to. Especially us women out here, we have our children. You know what I mean? We're trying to grocery shop. We're trying to get in and out of our cars, go in and out of the house. So it becomes hard sometimes. So that's what I do, me personally. And I also take my son to the gun range. He's
Yeah.
15, so I feel like we have to start teaching our children not to be scared of protection, to protect themselves. You know what I mean? I don't want him to feel like he's scared if something happens to him. You know what I mean? That we, I'm sorry, I read something. Sorry, that I don't want him to be scared. I feel like once you
Mm-hmm.
take the fear out of it, you can protect yourself a lot better. But if you're scared, then you won't be able to do it. So I'm teaching him the proper way, the safe way, and to, you know what I mean, take that fear out of all of it, so he can protect himself if something was to happen.
Yeah, Courtney said, yes, lock your doors. My crazy, I believe, like ex, so maybe she's meant ex, ran up on me at a store once. I'm so happy I locked my doors. That is so true. Mimi is a firm believer, lock your doors. Like, I can't lock
Yeah,
my doors
because
fast enough.
I
We
feel
get in there, she's
like
like, lock your doors. I'm like, we just sat down, sis,
that's because you
chill.
don't know. Listen, I had an experience when it was me and my friends, and we were sitting in front of my boyfriend's house at the time, and she was beefing with a girl, and the girl ran up on her from her driver's seat, opened up the door, and commenced to fighting her. So it was like I kept saying, "But I told you to lock your motherfucking doors." Like, you know what I mean?
For
You
real.
don't know what's gonna happen. You could be at a stoplight, somebody just snatch your door open, and you just don't know. So always practice safety and don't just be assuming that, oh my God, it's okay. No, or it's not gonna happen to me, or no,
Mhm.
check your surroundings. Be aware of what's going on around you. Teach your children to be aware of what's going on around them. Teach them to practice safety as well, and not to be scared to hurt someone if they hurt them. That's just how, you know what I
Exactly.
mean? I'm not teaching my son to hide up under the bed and hide in the closet. No, baby. That's not what
No.
we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
do. You pulling your pistol, you pulling out your knife, and you're gonna kill, because that's how I'm feeling that they're trying to do to us. You know what I mean? We're not out here saying go be violent, go hurt people. But if you come into our home and you're bothering us or into our territory, we have our rights to protect you, and we will with no
Exactly.
problem, with no fear. So that's
Exactly.
that's how I look at it.
Kale said, I love this conversation. Thank you so much. Khalees, I'm sorry, said, get cameras surrounding your home. It may sound odd, but you never know. Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. I
Mhm.
do believe that. Like, everyone I know is into that Ring doorbell and all that stuff. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you can't, safety is unlimited. You can't put a price on safety. So I
Mhm.
wholeheartedly believe that.
Oh,
Roxy said, I live in a high rise in New York City. I make sure that I take my keys out before I get to my door. Yes,
Yes, that's
Roxy.
another good one. Yes, that's a good one,
mm-hmm.
That
Roxy.
makes me
I
think
do
of that
that as well.
video that
Yes,
was
I do
on.
that as well. Do not be stumbling trying to get your keys together. Already have yourself together.
Audrey, is there a way? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut anybody off. Because when you said that, that made me think of a video. I don't know if anybody else seen it online of
Yeah, where the
when that
man.
dude came up to the camera light, the ring light, and he was just talking to himself the whole time, but he knew it was a woman in there. And then when he was walking away, after like what 5 minutes of being on that woman's porch, the husband got on the ring light. He was like, "Can I help you?" He was like, "Yes." He said, "I'm going to kill your wife."
No, he said, I'm here to rape and kill your
Yeah,
wife.
rape and kill your wife. Yep. He said, "I
What?
wonder if we can look that up, girl." When I tell you, I was scared.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. 1 second.
He seemed like
Nita,
possessed or something.
Yeah, he's like, I know she's in there.
I know you're. Yeah, I know she's in there and this and that. But I'm happy she didn't open the door. Like it could have been a whole different other story.
it would have
That
been,
is
because I would have
scary.
killed him. I would have snatched his ass in there. I'm sorry, and killed him.
Okay,
I'm
I
not
have the
gonna be
video.
afraid.
I have the video. So if you guys haven't seen it, we're gonna go ahead and play it for you guys now, and then we'll get started on the on Normandy to talk about what she does for safety as well. But we want to show this video real quick.
Tonight, a Friday.
One second, y'all.
Well, I hope I don't look tired on here.
Girl, it's okay. It's Sunday. Can y'all see the screen?
I can't deal with you.
Encounter happening at the front door. Police arresting a man after he is seen threatening a woman's life on her Ring doorbell video. Now, we want to warn you that this video may be disturbing to some of our viewers.
What I'm looking for is the girl that's in the house to come here because I'm going to rape her and kill her.
Now, this happened last night at a home right near Charleston and Las Vegas Boulevard. Police were called to the home, but that man had left. He was recognized, though, this morning after the woman posted this video on social media. He was then taken into custody, but right now, police are not sure who he is at this time, so he's been booked as John Doe for now.
That is so scary.
And he was up there. He was at that woman's door for a long
I'm sorry.
time too.
I'd be so. That's what I said. You can't be scared. I would have hurt him, y'all. My first instincts would to be to hurt him. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
that
so
right
sorry.
there. That scared me even more because Normandy, and that's why I said that you can go next. Normandy is a firm believer of this. She always talks about like when you have neighbors or when you live somewhere as a single woman, you should never appear to be single. You should always make sure that you at least put on the facade that you have a husband, you have a daddy, you have some man there because these people will watch you. This man said, I'm waiting for this girl to come out. Like, I'm waiting. What are you waiting for?
And
That
the whole
is
time for like
scary.
5 minutes, he was like, "Are you there? Are you
Yeah,
there?"
there's a longer video.
Are
Y'all
you
want me to
there?
play the longer video? There's a longer one.
Wow.
Hold on. I'm about to play the longer one and I'll
It
mute
was
my mic.
echoing too. I don't know if anybody else's was echoing a little bit.
Yeah, it was me. I know what to do now. So I'm going to mute my
Okay.
thing and then I'm about to play the longer one. That was scary. That scared the hell out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you sure? I just rang the doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? What? Are you sure? I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive? Are you sure? I just have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive? I just have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive?
Oh, bitch.
Sure. Are you absolutely certain? Sure.
So who are you?
What? Yeah? Are you sure?
Who are you?
Hey, I just had a couple questions. I just wanted to ask you about baby fuel. Yeah, can you hear me? What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm going to rape her and kill her. Can you have her open the door? I'm going to rape and kill the girl that's on the other side of this door when she lets me in. I want to rape her and kill her because I have a knife and a gun. Yeah, and I'm going to knock on her door again. All right.
Y'all hear how his voice changed when the husband came on? Like it's as if he was possessed. So that's like so scary.
Mm. K
Y'all,
Bond said, read her comment once you're done, Pooh. That
um,
girl.
it says Kayvon said, and I've mentioned this before. My niece boyfriend killed her last year in her own home. Got to be careful, man. Men really prey on women. Wow,
Mm.
Kayvon.
I'm sorry for your
I
loss.
hate
That
to hear
is.
that, boo.
I am so sorry to hear that. It is getting scary. Kayvon, if you don't mind me asking, how long were they dating? Like, did he live there too, or was it just her home and he did that to her? Yeah, Brittany, I hope that man hasn't hurt anyone else because you see how he sounded. As soon as that man answered, he's like, hey, yeah, I wanted to come outside.
Yeah, I got that vibe too. Like, have you been walking around hurting people, or you know what I mean? Are
He
you
Hmm.
said
some
he
of
had
these
a knife.
unsolved murders and stuff?
He had a
Like,
gun and a knife.
mm-mm.
That is so scary. Like, it's getting to the point where it's like you have no choice but to assume that everybody is a threat and
Mm-hmm.
protect yourself. Then
Until you know and feel otherwise.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Hmm.
But that's why I truly don't even go nowhere at nighttime no more. Like I try to make sure that I'm with in the daylight, and I don't really bring my kids out no more because it's really getting crazy. K Bond
Yeah, and
said he
single
didn't even.
ladies. That's she said
Wow.
what?
She said that the boyfriend didn't even live with her, so he did that to
Wow.
her,
And
and
I
it
was
wasn't
just
his
finna get on that. Single ladies, when dating these guys, don't be so quick. Don't let them come to your home. Don't be so quick to bring
Yep.
them up front of your children. And when dating, meet them in public places. Bring group
Hmm.
people. You know what I mean? It, it's just not safe out here no more. It's really scary, and we have to protect ourselves.
for sure.
Because you try to kidnap me, I'm wearing your
They
ass out.
dated for 8 months. That's it.
Wow.
Wow, that's even yeah. You got to know
Hey, I'm
who
so
you are
sorry to
dealing
hear
with.
that.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's terrible. That's truly terrible.
Oh, it was on the media. Okay. Oh my God, that just broke my heart. So, Normally, what do you do to protect yourself?
That is so sad.
I'm learning to do more now that I'm a single woman with kids. That so like I take the advice of Mimi, like putting a weapon in each room, so I'll be able to. If they try to like trap me, I can be able to defend myself. So I thought that was really good advice. So I made sure to implement that. Um, but before I never really had to think about it because I didn't live alone and I had that security of another person there. So now that I am, I'm definitely my senses have been heightened a lot more to do things differently. So like even now I've asked to get the Ring doorbell installed in my home so I'll be able to have that for security measures. Purchasing a gun, that is something that I was so afraid of doing in the past because I didn't feel the need to, but now that I'm by myself, I feel like I really definitely need to. But I just think that for me, again, for like my personal experience, I had an experience when I don't know if y'all remember this, but when we were younger, I was almost going to get kidnapped. I was in high school and I was on the bus stop waiting for my sisters. It was either you, Audrey,
It was
It
me
was,
and Audrey.
it was both
to
of
getting
us.
off the bus, and I always had this idea that if somebody was going to take me or whatever the case may be, I was always going to protect myself. So on that bus stop, I waited for you guys, and I had like two knives, one in each pocket,
Yep, you
and I
always
was
kept one. I remember.
on that corner, and across the street from where your bus stop was, there was the car dealership or a
Like
mechanic
an
shop.
auto
Yeah, it was
shop.
like an auto
It
shop.
was the
Yep.
auto shop, and I was sitting there. It was broad daylight, and I was sitting there waiting for you guys to get off the bus. And as I was waiting, an old school Cadillac, came up, and I was at a stop sign. So obviously he had to stop. He looked at me. We made eye contact. He looks at me and he goes, "Get the fuck in the car." And I literally, you guys, I froze. Mind you, I had two knives in my pocket, one knife in each pocket, but I literally froze. So then the next thing I see happening is the guy that was in a Cadillac. He puts his car in park. He puts his car in park and he's about to open his door. But luckily for the thankfulness of God that the mechanic, the auto man, he saw my face and he saw me like freeze and like step back and he said, "Hey, what's going on over there? Are you okay?" So the guy that was going to abduct me, he got back. He put his other foot back in his car and he sped off. But if it wasn't for that mechanic man who saw the expression on my face and saw how scared I was, I don't know what would have happened because my instincts didn't kick in to fight. You literally,
Mhm.
like, it's easy to say all the things that you'll do in that moment.
That's why we have to
Mhm.
get into some self
Yeah.
defense classes.
Yeah, it's so easy to say I'll do this, that, and the third, but when you're in it, I literally like just because so many thoughts were going through my mind, like I can't believe this is happening. What do I do? Like you literally your mind is racing so much. I literally stuck and froze. And so then I called. After he sped off, I was frantic. I was so frantic. I had called my dad. I called the police. Like I was frantic
Yeah, I think the police came and
to
picked
the
us up from the
house.
bus stop, or they
Hmm.
took us. Yeah.
Yep. And then daddy came and got me. It was just a it was traumatizing experience. I would never forget that. And even before then and after that, I still carried knives and weapons on me because I felt like I had to be alert. But in that moment, I felt defenseless. So it's definitely important to, have self defensive classes. Always protect yourself and have mace on you. Like I have mace on my key ring and things like that, and just
Hmm.
purchase a
Yep, I
gun.
got my mace too.
Purchase a gun. Do not be afraid to carry because you definitely need it. And I like before I was so against it, but now it's like I have to protect myself and I have to protect my kids. So I'm
Yeah,
all
don't be
for it
afraid to
now.
kill.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid because you don't know if that's the person.
Hmm.
Don't be afraid to kill them because
Mhm.
you know what I mean. Especially if they're trying to harm you in any type of way.
Mhm.
That don't be afraid to, you know what I mean, get them back in any type of way. That's how I look at it because you're harming me, like you said. You're trying to
Mhm.
put fear into me. I don't know what you gonna do.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
wanted to get back to because I just realized some I don't know if it's laws you would say, but certain I guess certain procedures. So I want to go back to um what is one of our viewers named
K-Bond.
K Bond. She had mentioned the incident with her cousin, and I'm so sorry for your loss.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had a recent situation like with a friend of mine's, and you know it could have been considered domestic violence, but it really wasn't. But in that situation, I asked them multiple questions as far as like if stuff like that was to happen, or if your significant other was a stalker, there are they still live there or they didn't live there, like what is all that the police can do. And
Mm-hmm.
y'all, if you heard what they said, like there's literally no resource for a woman or a man when it
Yeah.
comes to domestic violence. There's no resources like to they can help you like get shelter for a couple of days, but like when it comes to like the police laws in KC, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like we can't let them well if he lives here we can't
Yeah, you
do
can't make them
anything.
leave.
They
Yeah, you
can't
can't
make
make
them
them leave.
leave, and they the 30-day stuff that doesn't matter. If you have a child with this person, um that's one thing they can do. They will put an order in protection, and if you want to put your child's name on there you can. And they can't see you or your child for like yeah, until it's too late. That's exactly
Mm-hmm.
what basically those police officers was saying to me. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
just a couple of years ago, I mean, it still wasn't anything, but y'all have more resources for, domestic violence victims. And now it's just even got way worse. It's really up to, I wouldn't even say it's up to the victim, because, I
Yeah.
mean,
A
you
lot
can
of people.
be
Well, the thing is, a lot of victims don't know that they're a victim until it's too late. A lot of women
exactly.
or men just in general, women or men get in these situations, they don't know. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys are watching Made on Netflix, but that girl did not want to admit that she was being a part of a domestic violence. When she went to that caseworker on the first episode, the caseworker was like, "Well, are you a part of this?" She's like, "No." Are you homeless? No. Like, she did not know. It took a while for her to really bring herself to realize that she was a victim of domestic violence and that she needed to get
Mm-hmm.
help and that she needed to reroute. And that is just a, fictitious show, but it's real
Mhm.
life every day for everyone, especially in these
Mhm.
situations. We don't know sometimes what is going on until it's too late, you know.
Very true.
But with today's age, everything that's going on, it's just really getting imperative that we protect ourselves. It doesn't even matter gender. So yeah, we're talking to the ladies, but it doesn't even matter. Like, if we want to talk about Jelani Day, this was an aspiring doctor, a man, a family man, a
Mhm.
grown man who just disappeared off the face of the earth and was wiped away from his family for no apparent
Mhm.
reason. So
Mhm.
we can't say that protecting yourself is just one gender. We really need to protect ourselves, and we really need to get back into that mentality of,
Yeah, and watching the company you keep as well.
yeah,
I agree. I agree. I
Mm-hmm.
agree. Watching the people that you are around. Not everyone means you any good.
yeah. Everyone doesn't mean you no good, but
Yeah.
also be that angel for someone. Like my sister said, when that mechanic man did not have to speak up, because in this day and age,
Mm-hmm.
it was like
Yeah.
10
People
years
don't.
in this day and age, people do not speak up. So
Growing up, I didn't mean to cut you off. Growing up, Audrey, if growing up, grandma taught me that if you ever needed help, don't scream help because people won't help you. You are supposed to scream fire because
wow.
people will be more run to help you with a fire than if you're screaming help. I knew that as a little girl. She said, don't scream out help. Scream out fire, 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 because somebody will come
Mm-hmm.
quicker than somebody saying help because nobody wants to get in, you know what I mean, business, you know what I mean, especially if it's a domestic, you know what I mean, you people get so much going on with that, people kill over that, so it's like scream fire. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's one of the things that I was always taught growing up, and I see why now, because if you see a domestic, you know what I mean, going on, you sometimes you don't want to get into it, you know what I mean, so it's like, how do I go about asking for help without asking for help if I'm running from a situation, or you know what I mean? I don't know. That's
No, I
that's just
agree.
that
Mm-hmm.
was
I
just
never
one of
knew
the
that.
that's just one of the things that grandma always told me, like, if you're ever in the situation, don't say help, just say fire.
That's
Wow.
some
And
good
once you get
advice, though.
somebody to come to help you, then you can explain, you know what I mean, what's going on, and you know what I mean.
Yes, y'all. So before we move on to the next topic, I really just want to say, like, this has been very inspiring. We always want to use our platform to talk about real deal situations. So hopefully, if you guys came into this live and did not even know what it was going to be about, hopefully this message resonated with you guys and you guys take some necessary action to either go figure out how to become a licensed gun carrier. You take some kickboxing classes. You
Mhm.
implement turning on your location, getting air tags. Someone
Mhm.
said that in the
Mhm.
comments. Like, the possibilities are endless, but
Yes, I'm
also
getting my
just
son air tags. That was a good one.
be that angel for someone. Me, I will never want to see someone being hurt and turn the other cheek. I'm always gonna, even if I can't step in because I know I'm a small woman,
Call
I'm gonna,
911.
yes, I'm gonna call
Yeah.
911, or I'm gonna stand there and make sure someone is okay. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that
India
is
said, get off
imperative.
them phones. We agree. Stay off them phones. Be aware of what's going on around you.
Yeah. Absolutely. Especially, okay, so I'm happy that you brought up the headphones. Me and my sisters, we all have AirPods. I keep my AirPods on like they my ear.
I lost
Yeah,
And
my
I
me
was
list.
in the
too. Me
car
too.
and I realized how I was on the phone. I think I was on the phone with them, and I realized I didn't even hear the police behind me. They weren't getting
Yep.
me, but the sirens was on. And it wasn't until they
Yep.
passed me. I was like, they gotta take
Mm-hmm.
these damn things out my ear. I can't hear.
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
I realized, like, it's really dangerous. So yes, be
Yeah.
alert, be aware. I'm always
Yeah.
aware when I have my children, but I know that there's times when I'm by myself that I really do act like I'm by myself and I'm not paying attention.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I still think when women or just anybody running, I can never be that comfortable to run with headphones in my ear. I couldn't.
Like jogger,
Yeah, but
like
when
people that
running, stay
Joggers,
in public places. Don't go off to yourself in those dark
yes, but
places
it's
like
just
these.
still
You
just
know what I mean?
you.
It's
I don't
quicker to
never.
you
I
quicker to
think
get help. You know what I mean? You don't want to not be comfortable in this world, but you also want to, you know what I mean, not be so aware of what's around you that you could be harmed in at any time. So like I said,
yeah. I
make better
just
decisions.
yeah. I think
y'all.
anybody
You want to be able to
jogging.
run with your headphones though. You don't want to not be able to run with your headphones
But
because you're
the
scared.
world that we live in today,
That's what
it's
I'm
just
saying. So that's why we're
yeah,
talking about this. Be aware, practice safety, and stay run in public places to where you don't have to be prepared to where you're scared. I'm going to have my
exactly.
headphones on. I'm not going to be scared to do anything. I'm going to protect myself. And if someone harms me, I'm going to be quick to kill. You know what I mean? We have to lose that fear. And I think that's what a lot of us as women have because we're used to having our man with us. You know what I mean? But some of us don't have men. So we have to get out of that, oh, I can't do this or oh, I'm scared to do this. No. Get out. No, you can run with your headphones on. Just don't be running in the damn forest in the dark with your damn headphones on. You can run
Right.
with your headphones on in a public place. You know what I mean? Keep you some mace on you at all times. Be aware of what's going on around you.
Hmm.
I'm not going to stop exercising because I'm scared. I'm not going to stop living because I'm scared. That's what
Yeah.
I'm not going to do. I'm not going to stop
Yeah,
coming. You know
absolutely.
what I mean? So, with that being said, you're going to, that's what I said, practice your safety and make sure that is a everyday thing, not something that you do once in a while. Like I said, this is an everyday thing for me. So, I guess it's a little bit more stronger for me because it was instilled into my head every day. Practice safety. My mama still said to today, practice safety. Make sure you check in your ladies when you go into your house. Check your house out. I do that too. You know what I mean? I check out my rooms. If I've been gone all day, you don't know what's been going on in your house. Check your house out. You know
When
what I
I get
mean?
in the
Then you
car,
can
I
get
always look in the
comfortable.
back seat.
You know what I mean? You can get comfortable. Then you can tell the kids, if you have more than one kid or even one, I say, Booty, you check upstairs, I'm check downstairs. Then we can
Yeah.
unload and get comfortable. You know what I mean? Just start implementing different habits, safety habits into your life. That
And
way, you know what I mean?
before we
You
went
won't be
live,
afraid.
Brittany Blabber, she was doing a live and she was talking about some tools that she had just bought that she's gonna try. So like one was like a key ring. So if someone comes in come in contact with her, she pulls it and it makes this like screeching sound. She had one that like can bust a window out and cut a seatbelt. And so I just
Hmm.
linked her video in our comments. So y'all check out that video after we get off live. I was listening to it while I was getting ready to go on this live, and I was like, dang, she got some gems up in there. And like I said, we
Hmm.
was just all on the same wavelength because I think it's only right that we share these stories and we get this message out because we need to be able to help each other. So she went
Very
live and she
true.
showed some items. We're going live and we're really just talking about protect yourself, be aware of your surroundings. It's getting scary, like the shade room. Everybody is covering these scary stories, and you just don't want to be a victim. Like I don't even know how else to put it. Like my sister said, be kill or be killed at this
Yeah,
at
at
this
this point. Oh, yeah, it really is be killed at this point. Be killed or be killed. I'm sorry. At this point.
yeah.
And don't be afraid, you know what I mean, when it comes to your safety and your children and your life. They can have your clothes, your car, but when it comes to
Yeah.
Okay.
my child's life or mine, oh, baby, I'm going to go out banging. And that's a fact.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause and that's what we were talking about earlier this week. If an intruder came in my house, I know that people say you stand there and you defend your house. Look, baby, push come to shove, my TV, my home, my mattress,
Yeah,
all
you
that
can
stuff.
have all that shit.
That's
Yep.
replaceable.
I would get
Yep.
it up. If you say that you come
Yeah.
in here and you want this shit, take the shit. I don't
Yeah.
want
You
it.
can
I
take
don't
it and
care.
go.
You
Yeah.
can have it.
hmm
I just want to be
Hmm.
able to live to see my children
Hmm.
and get out this house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
I
All
there are
can't
that
get
stuff can
another
be
me.
replaced.
yeah,
I cannot get another me.
exactly. So, moving on to the next topic, y'all, we want to talk about protecting yourself in safety or in dating and being safe. K Bomb brought up a very good,
Sexually.
yeah, sexually. K Bomb brought up a very good part of it, which is domestic violence and how people really can invade your space domestically. But and more so, a lot of people do not know this until it's too late. but they are violated sexually. They are sexually violated, and the main way that they are sexually violated is not through assault per se, but being in contact with sexually transmitted infections or diseases without their knowledge, because they're laying down with their partner or their friend, someone that they trusted, and this person did not disclose their health status. So we wanted to really talk about that before we leave today and talk about staying protected and what do you do? Are you pro getting tested before you lay down with anyone? Do you carry condoms? Are you someone that gets checked regularly? Why or why not? Let's talk about it. Let's make this normal. Mimi, we're gonna kick it off to you for you to start off this.
Everything you said, I agree with. Get tested before you take off the condom. But ladies, if you are single, don't let no man make you feel like you are a hoe because you carry condoms. I think that's one of the
Exactly.
biggest, craziest things I've been hearing and reading on social media here lately. Like if the red flag thing I see, if she pull out condoms, like what the hell?
That's
I'm gotta
toxic
be crazy
energy.
or a hoe because I'm trying to protect myself. Like that is weird. And if a man make you feel like you're a hoe for pulling out condoms, you don't even need to mess with him. Period. If a man wants to have sex with you without a condom, you need to not be messing with him. Period. Those are the red
hmm
flags. You know what I mean? We need to
And if
start
you
looking
tell a
for.
man to put a condom on and he doesn't, he proceed, that is considered rape.
That's assault. Yeah, it's
That's yeah.
assault.
Yeah.
And people, I learned that on I May Destroy You. It's a show on Hulu. It's really good. So it
But
brings
yeah,
out
So
maturity.
yeah, get ladies also get regularly tested. Men do not get tested like we do. They don't check their parts. They don't, you know what I mean? They're not quick to
they
go to the
rely on
doctor.
us. They
They
rely on
rely on
us
us.
when
Yeah.
we
So we
call them
cannot
and
hmm
say,
rely on them as well. So it's like,
mhm.
and men too, you know what I mean? We're not gonna put this out there just for the ladies. We're gonna say men too. Go to the doctor, you know what I mean? Get tested. Also, keep
And I
you
think
some
it's okay, even
condoms.
if you are in a committed relationship, it's still okay because even when you get in a committed relationship, we all know things happen and that condom goes off. It is still very important. At least for me, I still stay getting tested. I stay getting tested. Like I'm just a very
hmm
scared person. Infections, diseases, those things scare the hell out of me.
And
So
I'm
Yeah,
a
even if
hypochondriac.
it doesn't stop, I am too in certain areas. So even if you are in a committed relationship, it doesn't stop when you feel like, okay, it's only me and you. No, still get tested. Still get tested. I'm
Mhm.
not saying that you have to live in fear that your partner is doing things, but it's always good to know indefinitely. It's always good to know indefinitely. So I'm definitely an advocate of always getting tested. Like I stay
Khalees
on top of
said,
that.
did he say put the tip in? For real,
Hmm.
girl, that's how they try to get your motherfucking ass with that tip.
yep.
No,
Yep.
get your
Nah, bro.
motherfucking ass on.
Yep.
The fuck?
I
You
And
can't
ain't finna
take
get
no
me.
picture. Let me put the tip
even
in
if
that
you are in
ass.
a committed relationship, like myself, I'm in a committed relationship. I'm married. I've been with the same person for 10 years. I still get tested. Why?
Right.
Because I mean, I could say like I trust him. We are, but anything can happen. I mean, he
You
could be
never
holding,
know.
yeah, he could be holding a deep dark secret. But I still gotta make sure when I go get my pap, they say you want me to run it. Please run that shit. Please
Yeah.
run it. It ain't gonna
Yeah.
hurt nobody. Run
Right.
it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I need to
Okay.
know my health
So get
status.
yeah.
on down.
Yep.
And India brought up a good point. There are skin to skin diseases as well. Exactly. So
Yep.
be careful. It's not just the tip that they put in.
Mm-mm.
Don't let them put that tip in your
Mm-mm.
mouth. Don't let them put
No,
that
you
tip.
bet. I was just gonna say all that
hmm
oral sexing, whether you are bisexual, straight, or whatever your sexuality be, don't be putting your mouth on everybody, honey.
And a lot of people are living in secret. A lot of people that you lay down with
Hmm.
are living double
Hmm.
lives.
Yeah, not
Especially
everybody's open with their sexuality
yeah, they're
of
not
what
open
they
with their
got going on.
sexuality. And they think if they keep it a secret that you won't find out. And that goes both ways. There are some women that are secret and there are some men. So we
Hmm.
are not just
Hmm.
taking this to
Yep, we're
one.
not. Yeah, very. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Like we have a little brother. Please, Nick, wrap it up. Be
Yep.
careful. Don't go out here and just, put your tip in any little pretty lady that's sitting next to you, because she could be doing something
Because
too.
it's more than
Here,
just let's break it down on a deeper level also. You get those spiritual, demons and stuff that transfer.
those
You
soul
know
Hell
what I
ties.
mean? Those
yeah.
soul ties and stuff. So you don't know what
Yep.
people got on them and their energy and their spirit, and you laying down with that person and that
They
person,
could
that
taint
person. So,
all of you.
just watch who you laying down when it comes as far as in the person as well. You know
And
what I
try to
mean? It may
get
not be
yoni
a
steams, ladies. Try to get, a cleanse. What they call it, like I'm for real. I'm with all of this stuff. I get my little yoni steams like once a month
We
and
do too,
stuff.
but these things do not protect you against
Oh yeah, of
right.
course. She just brought up like the soul ties and stuff and all that. So I just,
But if you're trying to get rid of a soul tie, the yoni steam will not work unless you do the spiritual work behind it too. So we can do a video about that if y'all want us to. But don't go out here telling me I got a soul tie, but I bought yoni steam. Girl,
not like that. You didn't even let me finish, but go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, Leslie. Sorry. I didn't mean to rain on your parade. I'm just saying it's
You
more
really
fun.
did. You threw Skittles at that mug.
I'm
Oh,
just saying, like, baby, because a lot of people say, like, where can I get a yoni steam? Why? You trying to break a soul tie?
No,
Girl,
I'm trying to stay tight
yoni.
and right still, but
It's a
other
whole
stuff
right.
too.
spiritual part behind that. Yoni steams, can do, all that fun stuff y'all see on Facebook. But if y'all really trying to tap into the spiritual side, I can
Yeah,
put
it's
y'all on with
on
people.
some more.
But
Yeah.
it's really imperative that we really protect ourselves. Like it's getting scary. It's really getting scary. I know I hate to beat a dead horse, but when I was listening to the transcripts for the R. Kelly trial, and to know how he purposely gave all these women this disease and said,
Mhm.
"Oh, it's okay, we all got it." That's when it was like, these girls are 19 at the time. Their life is
Mhm.
still unwritten. And then we hear about these other celebrities that are being charged with,
Mhm.
knowingly um, transmitting these sexually transmitted diseases. And my
Mhm.
big question is, so did you not put on a condom because he was cute? Did you not put on a condom because
Mhm.
he's a celebrity? What is it?
Mhm.
What is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You was
Keep
trying
you
to
some
have this
condoms,
baby.
lady.
What
Yeah, it's
is
not
it?
that deep.
It's not that deep. It's
It's
not
not
that deep.
that
Mm-mm.
deep. Keep you some condoms. That's the biggest thing.
And maybe, because I feel like, being sexually fluent, there's nothing wrong with being sexually fluent, but you can't be sexually fluent if that thing fall off. So just go ahead, do what you need to do right the first time, so you ain't gotta do it the second time, and just wear condoms and be sexually fluent. There's nothing wrong with
Mhm.
having fun,
Mhm.
getting
Yep.
getting your feet wet, whatever you want to do,
Mhm.
but protect
Mhm.
yourself. And then
Yeah.
after you protect yourself, make sure that you, yeah, Anisha, they all got it. Everyone that R. Kelly had relations with, they all have it. All of his victims,
Wow.
Mhm.
disease. Not one walked away clean. That is very unfortunate. But yeah, it's I don't want no babies and I don't want no diseases. So
Yep.
wrap it.
That is crazy. They all how many victims
It was girls
was it?
and boys, baby. 50, like 50. And the doctor
Mm-mm.
told, like, one victim said that, in Azriel Clary, she was the one. She said that hers was so bad. She didn't know what she had. She was a virgin before she met R. Kelly. Her outbreak was so bad she could not walk.
Mm.
She could not
Mm. 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 God
pee.
damn.
And finally, he was like, "You have a broke pussy." He told her that her pussy was broke, and told her to go
Wow.
to the doctor, the same doctor he is on trial too, because this doctor was treating Robert or R. Kelly under the table. Never charged him a bill, nothing, but they knew that he had this disease. And so he gave her the medicine, but her life will never be the same. She hasn't even experienced life without R. Kelly and the people that he made her do it to. But they all had it. When she was crying about it, he was like, "It's okay, we all got it." That was his response after he told her
Mm.
that her
Mm.
pussy was
Mm.
broke.
Mm.
And that was the exact verbiage that he used. So when I say it, I'm only quoting him. Sorry, I don't mean to be harsh, but that's what he said to her.
That is
Yeah.
sick.
It's so sad and it's
And this
sick.
thing, yeah, Courtney, you said they were all brainwashed. But guess what? There's a lot of R. Kellys that are walking around here. There are a lot of
Yep.
women who
Yep.
are out
Yep.
here that sexually assault people too
Mhm.
and willingly give them things.
Yep.
Tia brought up a good point. Also, make sure the man don't take off the condom during sex. Keep checking
Very
because some
true.
will put a
Yeah.
condom on and sneak it off.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. It's to the point where you damn near gotta be like doing it with the lights on. Don't be trying to do no back shots. Cause I gotta be able
Okay.
to see that all.
Yeah. Yeah. Climb on top of it, ladies. Let them lay on down.
Look, let me draw the
Get
boat.
on,
I
do
got it
some
right here.
riding.
Yeah,
I mean, and it's, you hate to say it like that, but I mean, at least you know it's on. You know.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
make sure you're talking about it. You know what I mean? Make sure that's, a lot of people don't talk about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not being talked about. Are you having safe sex? Do you use condoms? Are you
But see, I
getting
feel like it
tested?
became a cringy subject because I remember like when I was younger, hearing about people talk about safe sex, those condom commercials used to come on. I don't know if I've been missing the commercials. I don't know
No,
what
bitch, you ain't miss shit.
went
I Now that you
away.
said it, I ain't seen no Trojans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have
I
not
ain't seen
seen
no Trojan condoms like we used to.
I ain't,
I
yeah,
ain't
I
seen
haven't
them.
either.
I have not seen people talk about the importance of safe sex. They only bash in the don't have kids and the Plan
Hmm.
B pills, but they are not talking about the real reason why safe sex is fucking important. And the main
Yeah.
reason why is because you only
Hmm.
get one life. And you
Yeah.
can't say I trusted him or I trusted her. She didn't tell me. We know.
Hmm.
But you
Yeah.
know what? What you can do is you can get that condom and you can make sure that you get your
Yeah.
annual or your test.
Yeah.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
So we had dropped the link if anybody wanted to call in to aid to the conversation. Normally, did you have anything else that you wanted to say? We've been on here for a little bit over an hour.
No, I agree with all of it. Practice safe sex, practice safety. Get us, ladies, let's stay strapped.
In both ways.
In both ways,
Keep your
yeah,
pistol and your condom, ladies, and don't let a
right.
person make you feel like you
Okay.
are a hoe or a gangster. If you got either
Mm-hmm.
one, shit, it's always protection. Period.
Right.
Shit.
Especially another thing is make sure you're getting regularly tested if you know that you are laying down with someone where you guys have open relationships. That
Or
is
if you
not.
know he cheating,
Yeah,
he ain't
well,
right,
you
ladies.
want to
Sometimes you
yeah.
don't wanna,
If you know he cheating,
let
you don't want to leave him.
that's
Still
the
get
open relationship as well, but you don't want to say that it's open. But you know your man, if you know your man, you know your man, ladies, and know your body as
Mari.
well. You
know your
know,
body right. Know your
yeah, know
body.
your
There
body as
was a
well. Know your
whole.
body. Your body will tell you what's not right. Pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that. I believe
Don't
that
wait too long.
wholeheartedly.
Don't wait too long, and just what I mean, nip shit in the bud. Don't be laying down with a man that you know's out here cheating and he doing everything and you're not making him strap up.
Stop being scared to get an STD test, but you're not scared
Hmm.
to lay down unprotected. That is just weird
Yeah,
to me
yeah,
because I don't
yeah.
understand how. Yes, Corinne, we can see your comment. I don't see how you are scared to go to the doctor and stay on top of your health status, but you're not scared to lay down with these random people. Like I said, to each his own. What you want to do in your free time is fine, but make sure
Pull
that
up Khalees's. Khalees.
I
And
didn't see it.
she
Where is it
said
at?
in today's music, she said
Oh,
in
it may.
today's music, I noticed that being sexually fluid is common for women or having one night stands or being hoes for ex Megan Thee Stallion music.
I did not see that. For some reason, it's not on my end. I see it on
I
I see
never
it on
seen it either.
YouTube, but I can't see it on the comments on StreamYard. Sometimes, y'all, that's what
Oh,
happened. So Mimi was able to see it, but yeah. So she said in today's music, I noticed that being sexually fluid is common for women, or having one night stands, or being hoes for ex. Megan Thee Stallion. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. But I feel like it goes both ways because men talk about what he wants to do with our big asses. So I feel like the sex in the music, the sex on TV is really taking over, but it's not enough saying you can have sex, just have safe sex.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with Megan Thee Stallion. There's nothing wrong with a man either. But
Yeah.
like the whole topic is like we're saying, if you want to be a hoe, be a safe hoe. You know what I mean? If you want to be one night standing, be safe one night standing. You know what I mean? Be safe at everything that you're doing. You know you're fluent. with your sexual, you're doing it to more than one person, you just having fun or whatever it is, the situation that you're doing, just be safe at what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Don't be
Exactly.
out here intentionally just randomly hurting people and just putting shit out here. That's not how you do things in life. I don't care what you are or what you do in life. You know what I mean? Still do things
Hmm.
with respect. Respect yourself and other people as well.
I say do whatever floats your boat,
Exactly.
but do it with safety and
Yeah,
precaution.
yeah. Because I know a lot
Corinne
of hoes.
said
They
the
ain't never
suggestion. Right. I know a lot of hoes and they ain't never had
and
none.
never
They
been
ain't
no
got babies.
STD. So it's like, you know what I mean? That's
Okay.
how you know they protect their vagina and shit. It is what it is.
Corinne said next episode, can we talk about women and the way that we should care for our lady parts? A lot of women are in the dark. So next week we are actually doing the people's choice. So that is a good suggestion. We're gonna put that on the poll as one of the episode topics.
That
And
is a good
whoever has
one.
the most votes, we
Hmm.
will go live talking about it. So that will be one of the ones that we do put up there as an option. Thank you so much for the suggestion. Omar said, "What hoes y'all talking about? We're not talking about no hoes in general, Omar. We are actually talking about having protection and using safety in all measures of life. So when you leave your house, make sure that you're practicing safety, and then when you are having sexual intercourse, make sure that you're practicing safety."
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is, and that's a big thing, India. It's the girls that's in relationship with cheating niggas that be getting stuff. But another thing is there are men that are in relationship with cheating women that also get
As
stuff.
well.
And men symptoms show a lot slower than
Than
women.
Yep,
women.
that's what they
Yep.
Men
say.
have already
Yep.
went and got treatment and did
Mhm.
not tell their nigga what they did.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
there it goes both ways. Because I
Mhm.
have
You remember
seen it
that episode
on
on Why Did I Get Married? She like, I been got
Oh
my shot.
yeah.
I was waiting on you to say something. So
yeah.
fellas,
Hmm.
be
Hey,
aware as
hey,
well. Don't be dumb. You know what I
knocked her
mean? Know your
cold out
body
too.
as well. You know what I mean? Know your penis. Know your body. You know what I mean? Don't just be not knowing. Pay attention to yourself. You know what I mean?
Sis Soldier said, I know a lot of ladies my age and older women who got HPV when we were in our routines and in the 20s developed uterine cancer. Wow, a couple died.
See, and
Wow.
that's how deep it is. What's up, Sister Soldier? I love that. Bring the depthness of it
Hmm.
in because it gets to the point to where it can become cancer or you can't have children, and you know what I mean. It gets that deep when you get sexually transmitted diseases.
Yep.
So I love that point, Sister Soldier. Go on, girl. Bring it through.
That is crazy. And yeah, the
Yeah, and it's
HPV shots,
sad.
we had got the vaccine when we were little kids. And then
Hmm.
now
Hmm.
they updated to the point where, because at first they was only giving it to girls,
They
but
give
now
it to the
they're also
boys
giving
Yeah,
now.
they said it was
Yep,
it
killing
to
the
my
the
son
girls.
dudes
gets it.
faster too. That's the
Yeah.
crazy
Hmm.
thing. It was killing the dudes faster.
Yeah, because their symptoms are a lot of times dormant in their body.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And that's why we said they don't even be knowing they got the slap. They just be out
Mm-mm.
here slanging it. And then it's not till
Hmm.
you get, some symptoms
Yeah,
that you realize
yeah.
that you got it from someone that you lay down with.
Hmm. So keep both,
Just
ladies.
so joy.
Condoms,
So joy.
and guns,
The
knives, mace,
straps, both
whatever you
straps.
feel comfortable um using. You know what I mean?
They
And
used
get
to have the
comfortable
shirts.
using it. You know what I mean?
No,
Get
no,
comfortable using
no
both of
glove,
them.
no love. I remember all of that stuff. They don't put none of that out no more.
That's why it's important to get shots for our young girls and boys before they are 12. I agree. My son got his. So that is very important.
That my family is vaccine free.
She's
It,
talking about the HPV shot, but my
We
son,
will
I
never
gave
do
it to
that.
him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
okay.
and it's
you
all in
know.
whatever you do because I can relate to all sentiments on here, but
Hmm.
nonetheless, when you know better, you do better. Period.
Yes,
So it's
yes.
nothing that should be a hard topic. When I'm talking to my home girls and we're talking about, what dude she loving on, or when I'm talking to my brother and he's talking about what girl he loving on, I say the same thing every time. Okay, so I hope the loving was with protection, or when they leaving
Mm-hmm.
out the house, where you going today, Mimi? What you got planned? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
tell me your
Yeah,
location. Call me when you get there.
yeah,
Call me when you
yeah.
leave.
Yep.
Those are the type of
Yep.
things that we do that's just,
Yeah. 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 Make
implemented
sure you are
every day.
practicing that in your lifestyles every day when it comes to safety at all measures, whether that be sexually or, you know what I mean, um,
Environment.
environmental. You know what I mean? Shoot. That
Yeah.
practice that. Practice that. Men and ladies. You know what I mean?
Yes, actually, and yeah, absolutely, India. It's important to educate our youth on these things because they just don't know better. Exactly, and that's why I'm kind of confused as to why all these good resources have just went to the wayside. It's really to be a young person, because I'm not even 30 yet. India's not 30. I believe we're the same age. To be too young enough to remember the things that the ways that it used to be, but young enough to know that
Mm-hmm.
our future
Mm-hmm.
generation is in big trouble is very
Mm-hmm.
scary. I
And
hope that
the health department used to give out. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. The health department gives out free condoms. Don't forget
yeah,
that wherever you at, well, no matter what state you in, you can go into the health department and they will give you condoms. So if you
mhm,
don't have money, don't let that be an excuse for you not to have no condoms. I just
right.
wanted to throw that out there as well because they are free at all the health departments. Okay,
And
sorry.
we just need to do better at teaching our younger generation. We really do. I hope that there are a lot more people that really use their voice to educate. We are in the day and age, and it sucks because we entertained it way too long, where we really do feed into a lot of make believe shit
Mhm.
with this fake
Mhm.
reality TV, the things
Superficial
that
bullshit.
normalize things that should not
Mhm.
be, and then
Mhm.
under
Mhm.
hyper
Right.
under educate on things that should be educated, such
Mhm.
as safety. So always when you feel the need to educate, use your voice, y'all. Use your voice. You just never know who you can help. Even if they're being dismissive to what you're saying, a lot of them do walk away and be like, dang, she was right, or they were right.
Mhm.
So whenever you're talking, make sure that you're educating. Don't ever walk away from a conversation gossiping. Like, goddamn, you can only get so far with that. Educate, learn something. At least
Mhm.
one conversation throughout the day.
Mhm. Very true. And like Sister Soldier said, educate your children about it as well. Safety when it comes to sex as well, their bodies.
Yeah, so true. Khalid said, I hope such education is available for middle school and high schoolers, in my opinion. And a lot of that went away. A lot of schools went away with that. I can say that I went to a Catholic private high school. We did not have sexual education. We didn't have any of that. So I think it depends on the school, but I think a lot of schools did away with sexual education.
My son had it, but I don't think it was for a long time. But
Was it
I
health
talk
or was
about
it
it.
sex ed?
It was sex ed.
Oh, see, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. So, but I also, like I said, we talk about it here in the home. We, like I said, it's talked about. You know what I mean? I also show him pictures. You know what I mean? Like I said, when it's time for him to get in trouble, those are things that I make him write about. I make him read about. You know what I mean? So when it's time for punishment, you can also use those type of things to educate your children on. You know what I mean? Safety things. So just coming up with different positive ways to bring different things inside the home that you can do every day.
Kyra brought up a good point. My mother never talked about sex with my siblings because she was super strict and a pastor. But for my daughter, I will educate no matter what. Exactly, Kyra. I can definitely agree. My dad was very strict. My grandmother is Christian and wholesome. We did not talk about these things in the house. We did not. And um, a lot of people like myself, we entrusted our friends to teach us. And I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that is the
Hello.
worst thing that you can do when you are trying to figure out sex and safety. Like, I don't need to be hearing from my homegirl that's the same
Can you hear
age.
me, Pooh?
Yeah, we can hear you, Mimi.
Okay. Okay. Just make sure.
India said that they didn't have designated sex ed classes. It was a part of health studies. Yeah, that's how mine was. So they briefly talked about it and went on to talk about like staying hydrated.
Yeah, I had a friend. I got a friend. She grew up in the church, and her mother and family didn't talk about sex. So now it's hard for her to talk about sex with her children. So you have to, like I said, implement different ways of breaking down that wall because I know sometimes it can be hard you know what I mean, or feel, you know what I mean, a little weird or embarrassing or whatever you might feel talking to your children about sex, you know what I mean? But you know it's going to happen. So I feel like you have to educate them and don't leave that up to someone else to educate your children, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether that be, like I said, books, documentaries, YouTube. There's so many resources and different types of ways to bring that into your home now to where you're not scared. You know, because you know they're going to do it. That's the thing. You don't want to be like, oh, don't do it. You know, don't do it in this house. So that's come on now. Let's think realistically. Let's just
Mhm.
educate them on the right things and what can happen if you do the wrong thing. So that's what I really try to teach my son. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know the good parts of it. You know what I mean? You know it feel good or whatever. But let me show you the not so good parts of
Yeah.
sex and what it can do as well. So he was just looking like, oh my God, mom. I said, yeah, this is what happens. It hurts babies, pregnant women. You know what I mean? He was looking like,
Mhm.
oh my God. I said, yeah, it's not just fun. You know what I mean? It is fun, but just know that some terrible things can happen from that. So.
I agree. And Khalees, you brought up a good point. She was like that it's basically not available for some children who don't have parents or they're homeless with no resources. And that's why we really started this platform, this podcast, because we want these videos to fall in the laps of the people that need to hear it, real organically, real raw. We're not gonna make things too explicit to the point where people listening can't hear. And this is the main
Mm-hmm.
reason why, because a lot of people just do not know about these things or don't know who to turn
Mm-hmm.
to. And that's again why
Mm-hmm.
we need to talk about it. It needs to be plastered everywhere so the homeless, the
Mm-hmm.
needy, the greedy, whoever they are, will be able to see it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So yes, y'all, we've been on here for almost an hour and 20 minutes. We enjoyed this episode,
I
episode
really
6.
did.
We are so happy that y'all enjoyed this episode too, because like I said,
Thank
we
y'all for
really
kicking it with us and sticking with
kicking
us. We
it. I
appreciate
know.
it.
Every Sunday, we really get excited every Sunday to come on y'all and talk to
I
y'all about
really do.
it. Makes our day. Let us know if y'all want
Yes.
us to move our times up because I know a lot of y'all have to work. I know a lot of y'all it's Sunday night. So if y'all need us to move it up earlier or move it to Saturday afternoons, we can do that.
We don't
We
mind.
do
Yeah.
like Sundays, but we're not restricted to the time. So if y'all want to make this a Sunday afternoon show, let us know in advance
Yeah.
when we put out our poll for next week or for next Sunday. We are going to also ask what time do y'all really feel comfortable going live. We like the Sundays. I feel like Sundays because our lives are not crunk. We're not on here blasting music and doing stuff like that. It's
No,
really
we
chill.
just relaxing and chill.
Right, but we don't want it to be too late to the point where y'all can't enjoy it. So we can move it up, but we'll ask y'all, in the comments on the next one. So yeah, and yeah, you bring up a good point, Roxy. It's later in New York. Like it's already 11 o'clock in New York. It's only 10 where we're at. So we want to be mindful of our audience, the people that's been supporting us every episode. So please let us know. As always, thank you guys again, and we will see y'all next Sunday.
Thank you guys again. See you next Sunday. And don't forget, we will be throwing out different topics. So y'all make sure y'all let us know what y'all want us to talk about.
Yes.
Daddy, thank
Thanks,
you.
you guys.